geregistreerd door Joseph Abdelmessier Soumaïl Meriguez, a proud representative of the great nation of Egypt. Very alive and kicking. No dead history or fallen empire as such. I'm here representing Egypt, as I said, the Dutch division, to get back everything that was robbed from us by basically any other nation on earth. As now Cairo is opening the most beautiful, the most amazing, the most impressive museum on Egyptian history this year. So yalla yalla, hurry hurry, because we need to get in Cairo. Well, starting with your small, petite, but still present collection, Egyptian collection, that should be owned by Egyptians. I took a careful look at how you actually narrate on your collection, and I found many flaws and faults in that. So, if you don't mind, I will read out loud the text accompanying the Egyptian collection on the website of Allerd Pierson, and review and show to you why Egyptians should write their own history and not some other people. Alright, the title is Egyptian Collection. Well, that's correct. It's not the Dutch collection of Egypt, it's the Egyptian collection. Thank you for stating that and noticing that, so now you can return it safely to me. The next line. The items that the ancient Egyptians have handed down, did they hand it down? Or did you rob and take it? Remain a source of wonder, they wrote, for wonder of their own wonder. Then, now we get some exoticism. Pyramids, mummies. Pyramids, mummies. Okay. Hieroglyphic script and idols appeal to the imagination. Yes, to the exotic person, that is. They tell us about the fascinating life of the ancient Egyptians and their ideas about the hereafter. Unfortunately, we don't respect their ideas of the hereafter, calling mummies objects. A mummy is not an object. A mummy is a belated person, my great-great-great-grandparents, so to say. So from now on, a mummy should be respected as a, unfortunately, no longer alive and among us person that had a little more respect to himself and death than we do here in Holland. Nowadays, if you would be put in a grave, you would be bulldozed out of it within 20 years. At least the Egyptians were a little smarter to be preserved, not to be then called an object to the Western fascination. A steady stream of new discoveries in the country, which is Egypt, but let's just call it the country, has served to maintain this interest. The interest of whom? And a steady stream? No, an abundant stream of constant new discoveries. Egypt is one big sandbox full of surprises. Just saying. Ancient Egypt owes its position in this first instance to the river Nile, that guarantees abundance in a land consisting for the rest of desert. Let's read it again. Ancient Egypt owes its position in the first instance to the river Nile. No, ancient Egypt owes its position due to the utmost remarkable intelligence of its people who knew how to deal with the river Nile in such a way that despite of the country being predominantly desert-like, building the biggest, longest-lasting civilization on earth. If the Dutch so proudly claim to have found a way to make a land out of water, do we say Holland due to its remarkable position next to the sea? No, we say no, more words needed. Okay. The river's annual flooding created a fertile Nile Valley. Again, it's all the water. The water blessed Egypt, not Egyptians blessed the world through its water. Where the first civilizations were created. Not by the first civilizations, by the first still alive and kicking civilization was born and keeps recreating itself. Like Barack Obama said, Egyptians are still making history. The flooding meant that those living on the banks had to engage in managing the waters. Well, it almost sounds like the Dutch, and good for us to know that the current irrigation systems we use in the Netherlands, including all the small canals and waterway systems, are actually called pharaonic irrigation systems and are invented by the Egyptians, not by the Dutch. A well-organized empire arose that gave rise to the greater pyramids of Cheops and Khafra. that's correct, and 98 other pyramids. Along with pharaohs Akhenaton, Tutankhamun, and Ramses II the Great. Well, thank you for noticing that Ramses II was indeed very great. But why are we listing these three pharaohs? Akhenaton, because this museum has quite a collection on his empire. Tutankhamun wasn't a great pharaoh at all. He only ruled for 2 years. He was a boy, nothing important to us. But because some Westerners discovered his grave, of course, we consider him great. Now, Ramses II was indeed very great, but where is Hatshepsut? The female queen pharaoh was a king, in fact, and might as well be the first trans man ruler on earth. But of course, we straightened that out and also put some heteronormative dimension to it and just forgot his name altogether. After almost 2,500 years, it should be 3,500 years of civilization, the Egyptian empire was unable to withstand the Assyrians and the Persians and went into slow decline. Did you hear anything about the greatness of Egypt? Or did you hear something about the greatness of the Nile and how the empire went in decline? Because we can't wait to rush to the birth of Europe. Alexander the Great, there he is, conquered the region with his army in 332. Way more details already than on the whole Egyptian history. On the death in 30 BC of Queen Cleopatra, it should be Queen Cleopatra VII, but who cares, right? The last descendant of the Egyptian royal house. No, she was not really Egyptian, she was Greek. Thank you for the correction. That's another disputed history here. Egypt is made the province of the Roman Empire. That's what we all wanted to know, because now you can finally go to Europe. The focus of the collection is on the Armenian period. That's the period of Akhenaton and such. At the time of Pharaoh Akhenaton, the Greco-Roman area, and the Coptic Christian period. The Coptic Christian period. The Coptic Christian period never stopped. Here you find yourself a very proud Coptic Christian indeed. And given the fact that in Amsterdam, the 5th largest ethnic group are Egyptians, of which the majority are Coptic Christians, you are actually not only talking about the civilization and people group that are still very alive, but also very present in this city. Where are they in this narration, and where are they in the exposition? And did even any Coptic Christian know that you have some of their artifacts? You can also return them to the church in North. They will be very delighted. The textiles from the last period go to make up the largest collection in this field in the Netherlands. Now, I will call the pastor of the church and inform them. The origins of the collection, very important. The private collection of the banker C.W. Lunsing Schuyler used to be on display at the Schuyler Museum in The Hague. Schuyler's bank ran into difficulties in 1929, where did I hear it before, and went bankrupt in 1932. Schuyler was forced to sell his archaeological collection. How did he get his archaeological collection? It's not written really, so we still don't know the origins of the collection. A committee on which Amsterdam professor Geerlo Snyder sat was able to secure the collection for the Netherlands. Hooray! The foundation donated the collection to the University of Amsterdam for the purposes of teaching archaeology. That I like. But it should be Leiden, they're better. On the condition that the collection would be open to the public and that suitable accommodation would be found for it. I don't know if this building would do, though. The museum owns approximately 17,000 original archaeological artifacts from the Mediterranean region, dating from circa 5000 before Christ, 2000 after Christ. When considering acquisitions, this is very important, the legal origins of the items in question, along with whether they fit into the collection, are significant criteria. Now, I inquired if this collection is indeed retrieved in a good manner, and it was probably told to me that the Archaeological Bureau of Egypt agreed on this private man to get these artifacts. But Egypt was not independent, and the Archaeological Bureau was under British rule with Turkish supervision. So how did Egypt ever agree to handing over their artifacts, their objects and their related mummies? May they rest in peace in a more warm place than the Netherlands. So, I thought, let's hurry up because the museum is almost opening. Here I have a small bag, just a starter. You can put some textiles in it. I think it will be fine. I got myself some gloves because, of course, I take history very seriously. I can also already show you what I retrieved from the Rijksmuseum van Oud-Heden. This beautiful statue. The other parts are taken up by FedEx because they were a little too big, you know, the objects and such, but I thought this one will fit my bag. So now I'm actually waiting for the other pieces. I thought we could start with this mask and then go on from there. As for the Coptic textiles, I still need some bed linen, so I would really like them to be delivered to my home. I will give you the address. Thank you so much. I will give you a period of 48 hours to prepare everything. And see you in Cairo. Thank you.